With the new year underway, many Canadians are wondering what's next, especially when it comes to retirement. Joining us this morning to explain where we can start is Dave Popowich, Portfolio Manager and Senior Wealth Advisor with the Popowich Karmali Advisory Group at CIBC Wood Gundy. Dave, Happy New Year and great to have you this morning. Now, having a
Good
vision.
to be with you, Hannah. Happy New Year.
Now, having a vision is crucial, but what are some practical steps people can take once they start thinking that way?
Yeah, it's a great question. I got to tell you, and over the Christmas season and the New Year's season, talked to lots of people, and there's been lots of New Year's resolutions made around retirement. So here are some practical steps, and this is going to seem a bit obvious when I say the first one, but having been in this business a long time, most people they skip this step, or at least they do it on a cursory basis. So the very first step in this is to think a little bit about what your lifestyle what your lifestyle is going to look like. So think about when you leave work, there's going to be a giant hole blown in your calendar, right? Now that can be both a blessing and a curse, because if you're not purposeful in what you're going to fill that time with, you could end up with a pretty low quality retirement. So number one, ask yourself, what does retirement look like? And it's not good enough, Hannah, to say, listen, I love golfing. Okay, I'm going to golf and I love to travel, so I'm going to travel. That's going to be my lifestyle. Not good enough. Is travel going to be a 1-week vacation in Mexico, or are you going to live 4 months overseas in, say, Europe? Those are two very different financial propositions and lifestyle. So you got to dig a little deeper when you start to think a little bit about what that lifestyle is going to look like. But that's step one. And
what would the benefit of doing that be?
So ultimately, what you're going to have to do is, once you know what that looks like, we've got two other steps that we have to take very seriously. Number one is, what's it going to cost to live that lifestyle? So you're going to have to get your expense profile. And I have to tell you, this is where people really get hung up. It's not that complicated. Here's how I suggest you start. Number one, as you're preparing your taxes this year, just go through your credit card statements. Get 3 months, adjust for any work-related expenses, and add it all up. Throw in things like property taxes and insurance, things that may not be on your credit card. And you'll have a pretty good idea of what your basic lifestyle costs are. Then add to it, what do you want to do in retirement that you're not doing today? And just price it out in today's dollars. It'll take you 15 minutes to do that. Now you've got your expense structure. Secondly, gather all of your information around what your income sources will be in retirement. So private pensions, public pensions, if you've got private business interests, or if you've got rental properties, all of those things, get it all together. Once you've done that, those two steps, Hannah, now you've got all the information necessary to do a high quality financial plan and answer the question, are you ready for retirement?
Great insights, Dave. If our listeners want to know more, where should they go?
Well, you can join us at our upcoming seminar. So you just go to pkag.ca to register for that. It's coming up next Tuesday, the 13th, 7 to 8 o'clock, and we will happily be going through all of those questions, processes, and answering any questions that people may have.
All right, Dave Popowich from the Popowich Karmali Advisory Group, thank you so much for joining us this morning. And again, for more information and to register, you can head to pkag.ca.